YouTube. I'm back again with another pickups video. Just want to show you what I've picked up over the last week or so. So firstly, on Friday, what I tend to do on a Friday now, I started quite recently, is the charity shops. I wander around to a couple of town centres, one close to my work and one closer to home. Just have a look around the charity shops and see what I can get. Fortunately on Friday I had to work some overtime. It's got to be done. No, I needed some work getting out urgently, so I had to stay back, and by the time I finished it was too late to start thinking about wandering around the town. But there is another charity shop that I've been to a couple of times before, which is out of town, and it's in an old, what used to be an old carpet warehouse. So it's absolutely huge inside, and they deal mostly in used furniture, but they do have a section of media, CDs, DVDs, vinyl, video games, and I got in just in time. It was about 15 minutes before they closed, so I just had enough time to scan through the DVDs quickly, and they do a 5 for £2 offer, so I managed to eventually get 5. So firstly, Lenny Henry Live. So much things to say. I really do like Lenny Henry, although I've not, this is my first live DVD of his that I've ever had. I mean, see him on the telly a lot. I used to watch his TV programmes, and of course he's on Comic Relief every year. But yeah, really looking forward to that. Next I got Daredevil. This is the Ben Affleck movie from early 2000s. I do already have this on Steelbook, Blu-ray and DVD, but I had to grab this. It's a nice digipack, double disc, art cards. Oh yeah, nice set. And it reminded me actually when I saw this years and years ago when it first came out on DVD. Blockbuster had 4 different rental versions. It was the same film, but there was 4 different cover arts, one for each of these 4 main characters, and there were cover art exclusive to the rentals, just 1 character on each one, and I'd forgotten about them for a long time, and I wouldn't mind collecting those, just having the collection of different artworks. So I looked on eBay and I found one of the 4. There was 2 copies, one for a ridiculous buy it now, and one that was at a reasonable auction. I think it was £1.50, something like that, opening bid. I don't think there was a bid on it, but if it stays low, I'll maybe pick it up. So yeah, we'll have another one of them next week. See. Then next I got BFI release of Permissive. Again, this is another film I don't really know anything about. I just really picked it up as filler. Comes with a catalogue and quite a substantial booklet. So maybe check this out at some point. And then the next one, Todd Browning's Freaks. Again, I've not seen this film. I am aware of the existence of this film. I do recall a long time ago, might have even been back in the 90s, when this was, I don't know if it was first released or if it was reissued from after being out of print or banned or something. There was some controversy about it, as I recall. So I do remember it from back then, but I've never actually seen it. And yeah, we'll check it out at some point. And then finally, of the 5 for £2, for those of you who are really good at maths, that's 40p a piece. I got this can. This is another nice box set. 3 discs. 2 DVDs and CD. Music. Live concert. I'm not sure what the second disc is, and then a CD of the live concert. To be honest, I was struggling to pick 5. Although there were so many items, and there was quite a few that I would have had. So many items, so many DVDs, but the discs on some of the condition was terrible. So I saw this. I thought, it's a nice looking set. If nothing else, it'll be trade bait, and I'll just trade it in at CX or somewhere, and, for something else that I want. As it turned out, I put the first disc on last night, and I really liked it. It's a German group. I think it was 72 or 74. It's around about that time it was recorded, and it's mostly instrumental. There's not much vocal in it, and I really enjoyed it, so I'm actually going to keep this rather than trading it in. Then Saturday morning I decided to have a look around the charity shops that I didn't get to on Friday. So firstly I grabbed for 99p Casino Jack. This is another film I've not seen, but yeah, I'm looking forward to checking it out. Then I got, again for 99p, Hercules. Comes in a very tight slip cover. And then again, 99p, Ragnarok, the Viking Apocalypse. Now the only reason I grabbed this, I mean it's a, I guess, a fairly nice cover artwork, but I don't know if you can read that there, but it says the closest you're going to get to a new Steven Spielberg movie in the manner of Jurassic Park or Raiders of the Lost Ark. That's a bold statement. That's a really bold statement. And on that alone, I decided to pick this up. I mean, there's no way it could possibly live up to that. Really? Could it? If it was some really big budget AAA action movie, or something really big budget movie wise, then maybe I could believe that, but I've never heard of this film. Did it even get a theatrical release? I don't know, but I'm looking forward to see how good it really is. Then this came from the British Heart Foundation, again for 99p. I complained about, not to them, I complained on here about the British Heart Foundation being very, very overpriced. When I first started going charity shop regularly, I mean, I used to go in from time to time anyway, and I always found them by far the most expensive of the charity shops, and second-hand shops for that matter. I generally put in DVDs out at $2.99, which isn't grossly overpriced, but compared to everywhere else it seemed expensive, and that was for any title, whether it was, well, even newer titles that would put higher prices on, and box sets that put higher prices on, but generally for general titles that were $2.99. They started and I wonder if it's just the new stuff that they're getting in, because they still have stuff on the shelves that are more expensive. But they've started putting stuff out recently for 99p, so that's really good. I'm really happy that we can pick DVDs up for 99p. They also had Series 1, this is Series 2 by the way, the fast show. They had Series 1. The disc was destroyed. It was, the condition was unbelievable. I mean, why they would put, whether they just don't check them out, I don't know, but why they put them out on the shelves in that condition. And the best bit of it was when I took this to the counter, the girl behind the counter asked me, had I checked the disc? So, saying that, she must know what condition that they are on the shelves, and yet they still put them out, because she asked me if I'd checked the disc. Oh, that was funny. Anyway, then while I was out on Saturday, I had a look in CEX. There wasn't an awful lot in there, but for 75p I grabbed Hercules, The Last Samurai. Comes with this lenticular slip cover. I watched this last night. Oh dear, I didn't hate it. Let's be fair, I didn't hate it, but it wasn't great. It really wasn't great. I picked this up, one, because I did want to see it, but I thought if it was reasonable, it was something I might upgrade to Blu-ray, because even the Blu-ray is only a couple of quid, I think, in CEX. They didn't actually have it in that particular store at that time, or else I might have bought it. So I'm happy I only got the DVD. I don't think I'll be upgrading to Blu-ray unless I get it for 50p or something like that. It's, yeah, I won't be watching this again in any hurry, I'm sure, because it wasn't that good. It was okay. Then also for 75p, Maximum Risk, Van Damme. Can't beat some Van Damme. And for £1, Shadow Walkers. This again comes with a lenticular slip cover. I was just intrigued by the artwork on this. It looks interesting, so yeah, I look forward to give that a try. And then yesterday, on my lunch break, I decided to have a ride into town and taking a look in the pound shop. On my last video, I showed a bunch of DVDs that I picked up from the pound shop, which are all, I mean, is it Poundland? They have what they call replay, which are second-hand, resealed movies. But these weren't second-hand movies; they were brand new, all with slipcovers. Had many multiple copies of each. Which, by the way, when I was in there yesterday, they'd all gone bar one, and they all came from the same distributor. For Digital Media, I think it was called. So I looked to see if they had a website first of all, and I looked on the website after I'd got these on Monday, and they had some quite interesting stuff on there. And there was something that I spotted that we'll come back to very shortly. But while I was in the pound shop, I only picked one DVD up, and this is Scorned. And I picked this up, and I was about to put it back down, and it didn't really look as if it was something I wanted to see. And then I spotted in the cast, I mean, Billy Zane, great, but Viva Bianca. Viva Bianca was in the Spartacus TV series, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So I thought, I've got to grab this. She's not first billing, so whether she's in this film for 5 minutes or half the movie, I don't know, but for £1, it's got to be worth a try. And then lastly, I grabbed some stuff off eBay and Amazon last week. So firstly off Amazon, So going back to 4 Digital Media website, they had a TV series on there that I didn't even know existed, which is based on a trilogy of movies that I really enjoyed quite a few years ago, and I'd never thought about them until the other day when I saw the TV series. Anyway, it is the Librarian trilogy. These are just good fun, quite cheesy Indiana Jones rip-offs, basically. Lowish budget, but not awful. Few stars in them, so you know they've obviously spent some money, but I like them. And when I checked, these have never been released on Blu-ray in the UK, so I picked up this 3-disc set off Amazon for less than a tenner, and it's a Dutch release. And now I'm going to have to find that TV set at a reasonable price and give that a try. So yeah, I was really chuffed about this. And finally, off eBay, I grabbed some HD DVDs. I haven't had any HD DVDs for months. It's I haven't had any this year until now. It's got to be December the last time I got any, and I used to be buying 2 or 3 a week, you know, even more sometimes. And I've got to the point with my collection now, I've just surpassed 600. So it's getting difficult to find titles that I don't own at a reasonable price. I think I've pretty much got all the budget titles now. It's just the rarer imports. There's a few UK releases I still don't own, but they're harder to find ones. So it's getting difficult. So the first one I got was P.S. I Love You, Warner Brothers. This is the last but 2 of the Warner Brothers titles that I don't own. I mean, there are a few combos. That's HD DVD on one side and DVD on the other side. There's a few combos that I don't own, but I do own the titles already on non-combo disc on just a standard HD DVD. So those would just be the double dipping that I don't have. But there are 2 titles now in the Warner Brothers complete set, if you like, that I don't have. So yeah, I'm going to pick that up. And then finally, Alone in the Dark, the director's cut. This is a German release. It wasn't released anywhere else on HD DVD other than Germany. And this movie gets a pretty bad rap, and I've never seen it, so I can't say myself whether it's good or not. But it's got Christian Slater in, so I mean, how bad can it be? Christian Slater's great. He's always fun. And who else is there? Stephen Dorff and Tara Reid. Yeah, Tara Reid's acting abilities aren't that good, are they? But anyway, definitely look forward to checking this out. So that's everything I've picked up over the last week or so. Just one last thing. I got these also off eBay last week. This is a set of J cards to the Star Wars steelbooks. There hasn't seemed to be much of a price drop on these steelbooks since they were released, and there's no way I'm going to pay 15-20 quid each for them. You know, of recent, I used to buy, once upon a time, I used to buy all my steelbooks pretty much on pre-order. But the way Zavvi have gone in over the last couple of years in price dropping and dumping the prices on a lot of their steelbooks, there's no way I'm pre-ordering anything on steelbook again unless it's something really, really special. You know, from time to time, something does sell out on pre-order or shortly after pre-order. It doesn't happen very often, but it does happen. but these aren't even exclusives, they're available pretty much everywhere. And I saw 5 out of the 6 in CEX, maybe it was a month ago, but even second hand they were between 15 and 20 quid each, which was still too much. I mean, if I'm not paying that brand new, I'm not paying that second hand. But none of them had these J cards on them, so I thought, well, I had a look on eBay because people are selling slip covers and J cards all the time. I mean, I bought a lot of slip covers off eBay in lots, you know, for silly prices, you know, equivalent of, you know, 10 to 30 pence each when you buy a whole bunch of them together. And I got these at £3.60 something, so they were a little over 60 pence each. So I thought it was worth that. And if I do come across them at some point in the future in a CEX or wherever at a low price, it doesn't matter that if they don't have the J cards, because I've already got them. So there you go. Rather long video again. I always say to myself, before I start, I'm going to keep it short, and I end up rambling, and I know I've rambled again this time, and I apologise, and I hope you've all managed to get to this point in the video. But I'm going to sign off now, so thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Ta-ra.